Hey loyal subjects, what is going on? I'm finally here to do my December wrap-up. I read 5 books in the month of December and half of another, but we'll get to that later. The first book that I read was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. Wow, 6th book in the Harry Potter series. Nobody knew that. A lot of people say that this is their least favourite in the series, but I really liked it. To be honest, when I first started the series, I was really looking forward to this book because I knew that there was a lot of Draco in it. Am I a piece of trash? Yes, I am. I can't help it, guys! God, I am just so bad when it comes to reviewing these Harry Potter books because everybody knows how awesome they are already. How do you do it? How do people honestly stand there and talk about Harry Potter in a serious sense without just saying it's the best thing ever? Then I started on my theme of Christmas books because I wanted to get into the festive spirit. So first I read Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson and Lauren Miracle. This is 3 short stories all happening over Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The different characters all intertwine together and they sort of all end up at the same place at the end of the book. My favourite story was definitely John Green's. The thing is, I went into this with pretty high expectations, particularly because Maureen Johnson is one of the authors listed in this. And I haven't read anything by her, but I've heard great things. So I thought this would be a good introduction into her style. And to be honest, I really didn't like her story. It wasn't that it was poorly written or anything like that. It was just that the main character kind of ties into this whole belief that cheerleaders or girls who like makeup and boys and are giggly are somehow below girls that wear glasses and drink green tea and watch Doctor Who. I'm not like those other girls who are interested in those pesky trivial things. I am cool. I am above them. They are lesser human beings than me. Sorry, got a little carried away there. But it's true. And then Lauren Miracle's story performed one of my biggest pet peeves, and that is woe is me characters. Characters who spend the majority of the time feeling sorry for themselves. And then she tries to turn it around by having her have these sudden epiphanies that, gosh, that person I was literally 30 seconds ago, who was that person? That doesn't happen in real life, okay? I mean, John Green's protagonist was kind of a bit of a jerk too. So yeah, good book for the most part, and then not so good. Next, I read Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I finally got around to reading this, and I'm not going to say too much about it because I actually did a full review on this book. So check that out if you want to see my full thoughts on it. Basically, I enjoyed it because it's a Rainbow Rowell novel, and her writing is inexplicably enjoyable and addictive and just really pleasant to read. But at the same time, this was definitely my least favourite of her books so far. These are reasons like I couldn't put myself in the character's shoes quite as well. We spent so much time focused on the same problems, it kind of felt like it was on a loop a little bit. So there's that. But obviously, really liked it. This is the bomb. And then I read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling, the 7th book in the Harry Potter series. Oh my god, that finale, that battle, that was kind of the most epic thing I've ever read in my life. I don't know what my favourite fictional battle is because there are lots of good ones, but this is definitely up there. Now that I have finished the Harry Potter series, I feel like I am finally part of the elite Potterhead gang. So if I was going to rank the Harry Potter books, I would go Goblet of Fire, Deathly Hallows, Half-Blood Prince, Prisoner of Azkaban, Chamber of Secrets, Order of the Phoenix, Philosopher's Stone. Maybe. I don't know, it changes. And then lastly I read My True Love Gave to Me, an anthology of Winter Romances, edited by Stephanie Perkins. This was a really pleasant read. It definitely got me feeling the festive feels, and it was also the final book that I read for 2014, so it has that special place in my heart as well. So some of my favourite stories in this were Holly Black's story. I liked that one. I really liked Matt De La Pena's story, that was good. I liked Laini Taylor's. I quite liked Myra McIntyre's. I like Gail Forman's. Rainbow Rowell's was good as well, but it wasn't like mind-blowingly awesome like everyone was making it out to be. I didn't really like Stephanie Perkins' one. Shocker there. David Levithan's was probably the biggest letdown because I was expecting so much more. Jenny Han's was kind of quick and didn't make me feel anything. Kelly Link's was just kind of there. The story that really surprised me though was definitely my favourite, and it was Kirsten White's story. It was so beautiful. I mean, it really tugged at my emotions. I thought I was gonna cry at one point, and I am not a book crier or a crier of anything in general, as you may already know. So for a short story to get that close to putting me to tears is quite an accomplishment. So yes, that is all of the books that I read in the month of December. I am hoping that January is going to kick off my reading of this year in a spectacular way. Fingers crossed. So I will see you later. Goodbye.